Hello, everybody. Trying to get better at intros. My name is Shira Wilkes. Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for being here with me today. This video is going to be about emotional alchemy. This is part 2. If you haven't watched my first video, go back and watch it because it'll make a lot more sense to what I'm about to show you and talk about today. I'll try my best to link it, still learning YouTube, so bear with me. But thank you all for being here so much. I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, left a comment. Yeah, let's get into it. So, my main 2 points that I made, roll my sleeves up, I'm gonna get serious about this. My main 2 points that I made in my last video are: your mind is incredibly powerful. Emotion is energy in motion. Emotion, energy in motion, right? So now that we know this, and we know that emotions help manifest our personal reality, even if you don't believe in manifestation, again, watch my last video because I explain it in a left brain way. I promise you guys, I'm not trying to be aggressive. Excuse me. I promise you guys, I'm not trying to be aggressive or angry. I'm passionate, okay? And this is gonna make a lot more sense when I go over this. But we know all that now. We know about transmuting emotion through creativity and transmuting emotion through feeling it. But what if we want to just transmute the emotion altogether? Like that. Change it into a more desirable emotion for what we're doing in that moment. I can tell you how to do that. It's something I have recently, and I mean recently in the past month, have been doing and practicing. And I personally find it very powerful, and I find it very useful. So here I am letting you guys know because I love you so much. Okay, before we get into this, I want to say that this requires discernment because it can't be used in all situations. Or it shouldn't be used in all situations. At least from what I know right now, that's my gut feeling. It shouldn't be used in all situations because you don't want to use this method in order to become avoidant. You have to remain aware of that as well. If you're using this method to avoid feeling negative emotions, and I say negative in quotes because negative emotions still serve us in some capacity as well, but you need to be aware that you can't just avoid feeling all emotions because, like I said, those negative emotions still serve us in some capacity. So they still need to be felt. They still need to be transmuted and dealt with in a constructive way. And, maybe, like I said, if you're creating something with it, maybe that negative emotion will make your creation a lot better than if you're happy. I don't know. This is just what I think about. This method can be also used as a tool to help you manifest more effectively when you're in a situation that requires you to be a certain way too. So, and this is what I've really been practicing because, I don't want to spiritual bypass and say oh, you need to be positive all the time because that's not realistic. I'm sorry, that's not realistic. Strive to be positive all the time, but there's things that are gonna come up that you can, if you think hard enough about it, you can find the light in it, but it's hard to actually practice that. And by telling people that, I feel like it makes you feel shame around feeling negative emotion, because you're like, oh, I need to manifest my perfect reality, but I can't do that if I feel sad. But that sadness is also healthy to feel sometimes. So I don't know, I'm just going on a tangent now, but you need to use discernment, and this can be a tool that will help you manifest more effectively. Like I said, I'm still figuring all this out right now. I just started practicing this about a month ago. Like I said, with negative emotion still serving you to some capacity, and like I said in my last video, part 1, you need to remain conscious and aware and make sure that you're expressing this in a healthy way. If you don't know what that means, again, go watch my first video. I list out methods to do this. But this method will give you the knowledge to choose what you want and need to feel in that moment, okay? So we're gonna take a look at the lovely drawings. And again, I'm by no means a freaking whiteboard artist. My circle's not perfect. I know, okay? I had to redraw it like 4 times. I know. We're gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna move the camera closer and like try my best to zoom in and stuff, but I'm also going to, at the end of this, if everything works fine, I'm gonna link it back to where it's just showing this, so you can pause it and really look at everything I wrote. It's not super complex, but it gives you a good idea, because I'm a visual person. I need to like see things in order for it to like fully make sense. So I feel like this can help somebody. So I'm gonna show it to you guys, and feel free to pause it and look at it as hard as you need to, okay? Okay, guys. Okay. Hopefully you can read that decently. But I want to talk about the coin analogy that I have right here. So this is a coin, right? Flip. So you flip the coin. So the coin analogy is that every emotion is like a coin. There are 2 sides, but they are the same thing. They have the same energetic frequency about them. This lighting is crazy. Okay, they have the same frequency, right? So that ties into this wheel right here. It'll like give you more of an understanding of what I mean by the same frequency, same energetic frequency. Once you start feeling your emotions more frequently, you will realize that they have the same physical sensations as their counter or opposing emotion. So this wheel does a really good job of explaining that. So right here we have love, and then opposite from it we have hate. Those 2 have the same energetic frequency. So a good example for that is when you love somebody so much, it's so easy to turn that into hate because it's the same frequency. We got love, and then opposite from love we have hate. Happiness, the counter frequency, or not frequency, happiness, the counter emotion to happiness is going to be sadness. We have anger. The counter emotion to that is passion. Anxiety or fear. The counter emotion to that is excitement or anticipation. So like boom, these guys are connected, right? boom, boom. These guys are connected, boom, boom. Same frequency. Different emotions, same frequency. Keep that in mind. Okay, so what I was talking about earlier with you guys might think I'm angry, but I'm just passionate. That's because passion and anger are of the same frequency. When I'm talking to you right now, somebody could see this and be like, damn, she's angry. I'm not angry. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm doing what I love right now. But I may present as angry, but that's because I'm so passionate about this. And I'm trying to trying to convey it to you guys because I want you to understand it like I understand it, because understanding this has helped me a lot. So now that we know that and understand that, hopefully you understand that, I don't know, you can use this to your advantage in order to override your brain, basically. So, like I said, your perception is everything. And this works because all of the emotion is based off your own perception. I'm gonna unzoom this a little bit. This works because all of your emotions are based off your own perception. Okay, how we hack our brains with this method is, say I'm really sad about something, okay? I'm really sad. Something just happened and I'm like, oh man, this sucks. You find one good thing that has to do with this situation, or, honestly, it doesn't even have to do with this situation if you don't want it to. You could be like, oh, well, Carol at work made me really sad, but I'm really happy that I have a loving boyfriend who supports me. You're telling yourself, I am really happy that I have a boyfriend that supports me. Telling yourself, rewriting the narrative of I'm sad and changing it into I'm happy is the first step. The second step It's my favorite number. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Okay. That puts you in the place to look at everything in your life and see it through a lens of happiness. Seeing the good, right? Glass half empty, glass half full. Which one are you going to pick? Your mind is powerful. You get to choose. This can be applied to anxiety or fear because the counter frequency is excitement or anticipation. I have been using this one so often since I figured this out, guys. If I'm nervous to do something or anxious to do something, I tell myself, I'm not anxious to do this. I'm not anxious to do this. I'm excited to do this. I am excited to do this, and I find a reason why. For instance, I've been hanging out with some old friends, right, from my past where I wasn't in that great of a state when we would hang out. And it's been years since I've seen these people. And if you're here right now watching this, I fucking love you. But anyways, it's been years since I've literally seen these people. And for me, if I haven't seen, hopefully my mic isn't getting messed up by my hair. If I haven't seen somebody in a really long time and haven't continually talked to them in a really long time, I start making up scenarios in my brain about how it's gonna go, or like how this person's gonna be. Is it gonna be awkward? And then that puts me in a loop of anxiety. So I find myself going through that. And then I tell myself, wait, I'm not anxious. I'm actually really excited to see this person. And if it doesn't work out, what's the loss? What is the loss? I'm excited to see this person. And because excitement and anticipation has the same feeling of anxiety and fear, it is so easy to switch that perspective or perception in my mind to a more suitable perception. And after I do this, I find oh wait, I am actually excited. I can do this. There's no loss in it, or maybe you're in a situation where technically there is loss, but all I'm saying is this is a tool that has been working for me. And if it's working for me, it'll most likely work for somebody else out there. And like I said, just use discernment when you're using this, because you want to make sure that you're not becoming an avoidant person. Sometimes it is good to feel anxiety or fear. It's literally a survival technique that we have evolved from that did very much so served a purpose. That doesn't mean transmute it every time. But if you're about to be at a job interview, you don't want to give off this energy. You don't want to give off anxious, fearful energy. People pick up on that shit. They do. We all do. Some people are more aware of it than others. But everybody picks up on it subconsciously. So in a situation like that, where it would greatly serve you to go from anxiety or fear to excitement or anticipation and thinking, you know what, I'm actually really excited that I'm doing this job interview because I'm really excited I got the opportunity to do it in the first place. I'm excited because it's a job that I'm actually passionate about, or I'm excited that it'll bring me more money because I need it. You know, like there's so many things that you can think of in order to flip this. And that's where the coin comes in, if you haven't already put that together, because I don't think I've said anything about that. But that's what I saw in my mind when I pieced all this together. The coin flipping, we got love on one side, we got hate on the other side. You can plug in whatever you want as long as they're counter. And I feel compelled to note that I know this isn't every single emotion. I know that. This is just what I could think of when I came up with this diagram. You need to use your creativity and your own smarts if you want to think up the other emotions, okay? I'm doing my best here. I can't do everything. But I hope that freaking makes sense to somebody. Because like I said, it's really helped me. Doesn't this look like a disco ball? You guys probably think I'm crazy. And that's good, because I am kind of crazy. But you know what? Every day I'm learning to embrace it more. And that's a beautiful fucking thing, because we're all unique and we all need to accept ourselves and present ourselves authentically, because that's what the world needs right now, and it's what it's severely lacking. So if you're laughing at me, I'm laughing at you with me, or I'm laughing at if you're laughing at me, I'm laughing at me with you. All right, guys, I feel like the longer I film, the weirder I get with it. We'll see where this YouTube account is like a year from now, because I'm probably gonna be like even weirder than I am right now. I don't know. Subscribe. We'll see together. But now that I have given you all this information, please go out and be more conscious of what you are manifesting, because I truly think that everybody not only deserves to, but has the right to live their dreams, basically, their dreams. Everybody has that right. And that's that on that. So do what makes you fucking happy. All right. I love you guys so much. I hope this makes sense to somebody. I don't know. I'm getting too weird with it now. I have to go. I'm also about to get kicked out of the library because my time for this room is almost up. So, and we've been through like, what, 2 camera batteries now? But who's counting? All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.